Hey, welcome to Bible Meets Life. If this is your first time, welcome to our growing community. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to join our family as we explore how the Bible fits into your daily life. We believe Scripture is a living guide for today. We aim to bridge the gap between the Bible and your real-world challenges and joys. In this space, we unpack these verses together, making them accessible and relatable, empowering you to apply these lessons in your relationships and personal growth. Today we're diving into 1 Corinthians, painting a vivid picture of love. It's about the kind of love we all need navigating relationships with family, friends, and coworkers. So get comfortable, maybe invite someone to join you, and let's create a space where we can learn and grow together. We are about to explore how these ancient words can bring new light into our modern world. Let's get started. Life is built upon relationships. Think about your day-to-day existence. It is filled with interactions, from greetings to collaborations. Some relationships bring joy and support, others present challenges. We need a compass to guide us. Scripture offers profound wisdom. The Bible is a practical guide for living a life of purpose. It provides a clear picture of love in action. It gives us tangible qualities to strive for. This scripture speaks directly to you, giving us a universal language for love. It's a powerful tool to mend fences, strengthen bonds, and build new connections. Let's see how this wisdom can transform our relationships. Before we jump directly into the verse itself, let's take a moment to set the scene. The scripture we are focusing on today comes from 1 Corinthians 13, specifically verses 4 and 5. This letter was written by the Apostle Paul to the early Christian church in the city of Corinth. The Corinthian community was vibrant and gifted, but it was also struggling with internal divisions, pride, and a misunderstanding of spiritual gifts. Paul wrote to them to address these issues, and at the very heart of his message was a powerful and corrective teaching on the supreme importance of love. This chapter, often called the love chapter, is strategically placed within Paul's letter. He had just been discussing spiritual gifts like prophecy, speaking in tongues, and healing. He saw that the Corinthians were becoming competitive and boastful about their abilities, using them to create hierarchies rather than to build up the community. Paul introduces this beautiful ode to love to show them that without it, all of their spiritual gifts are meaningless. Love, he argues, is the most excellent way. It is the essential ingredient that gives value and purpose to everything else they do, turning their focus from self-aggrandizement to selfless service. While this passage is famously read at weddings, and for good reason, its message was originally intended for a much broader audience. It was written for an entire community of people trying to figure out how to live and work together in harmony. It's a message for all of us, in every season of life. It speaks to the single person, the married couple, the parent, the friend, and the co-worker. It provides a universal standard for how to interact with one another in a way that reflects God's own character and brings about peace and unity in our communities. Therefore, as we prepare to unpack these powerful words, let's remember their original context. This isn't just a sentimental poem, it's a radical call to action. It challenges us to reevaluate our priorities and to place love at the center of all our interactions. It's a checklist for the heart, a practical guide for navigating the complexities of human relationships with divine grace. Let's open our minds and hearts to receive its message, allowing it to challenge, inspire, and ultimately transform the way we live and love each and every day in our own lives. Let's focus on the scripture at the core of our discussion today. It's found in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 and 5. I invite you to let these words wash over you. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. These verses contain a wealth of wisdom, a profound description of love in its most active form. This isn't a passive feeling, it is a series of deliberate choices and actions. It's like a mirror for our hearts, reflecting areas where we shine with love and areas needing attention. This chapter, often called the love chapter, is one of the most celebrated sections of the Bible. Paul elevates love, making it the ultimate goal. The beauty of these verses is their universal and timeless appeal. It is a living guide for building stronger, healthier connections. Let's unpack it. To appreciate these verses, understand the context. Paul wrote to the Corinthian church, a vibrant but troubled mix of people. They were divided, arguing, and misusing their gifts. Instead of working together, they competed. Paul gently corrected them, reminding them their gifts should serve one another in love. He pauses to insert this chapter on love, the most excellent way. Without love, even great acts are meaningless. Love is indispensable, the foundation of a healthy spiritual life. This is a practical teaching for a community in crisis. True spirituality is how you treat others. Love measures our spiritual maturity. 1 Corinthians 13 is a favorite for couples, offering a blueprint for marriage built on patience, kindness, and forgiveness. But its message extends beyond marriage, fostering unity within a community. This wisdom is for everyone, regardless of relationship status. It's for singles, parents, employees, and neighbors. Think of it as a daily user's manual for the human heart. It challenges us to consider the well-being of others. Let's open our hearts to its transformative power. Let's start with the first two qualities Paul highlights. Love is patient, love is kind. Patience is love's quiet strength, enduring difficulties without complaint, giving others space to grow and make mistakes. Kindness is patience in action, the choice to respond with goodness, whether it's a smile, a gentle word, or a helping hand. These aren't passive traits, they're active, shaping how we treat others every day. Patience without kindness can feel cold. Kindness without patience is fleeting. Together, they create an environment where relationships thrive. Think of a parent teaching a child to tie their shoes, waiting calmly, offering encouragement. In our own lives, it means pausing before reacting, supporting others even when we're busy, and choosing gentleness by default. Everyone is fighting unseen battles. Patience and kindness are how we show compassion. These qualities are the foundation of love that's not just felt, but lived. They're the steady light and the warm touch that make love real. Practice them, and you'll transform your relationships. This is where true love begins. Paul next tells us what love is not. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. Envy resents others' blessings. Love celebrates them. Boasting is self-promotion. Love lets actions speak. Pride puts us above others. Love is rooted in humility. These negative traits all stem from insecurity and a lack of humility. Love finds joy in others' success, shares achievements with grace, and admits mistakes. It means being happy for a friend's promotion, giving credit where it's due, and saying, "I'm sorry" when needed. Humility is the antidote to envy, boasting, and pride. When we choose humility, we create space for real connection. People feel valued for who they are, not what they have. Love isn't about comparison or competition. It's about lifting others up, not ourselves. That's the heart of authentic love. Paul continues, "Love does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. Love respects. No rude words, no dismissive tone, no belittling. It's about listening, valuing opinions, and upholding dignity. Love isn't selfish. It asks, how can I serve you? Not, what's in it for me? It's generous, not transactional. Love isn't quick to anger. It's slow to react, choosing calm over irritation. It creates emotional safety. People can be themselves without fear. Practicing these qualities means checking our motives, honoring others, and pausing before we react. It's holding the door, truly listening, and putting others' needs alongside our own. When we do this, relationships become havens of respect and security. Love is intentional, selfless, and calm. That's how we build trust and connection. That's how love endures. Paul's next challenge. Love keeps no record of wrongs. It doesn't keep a mental ledger of every hurt or mistake. Holding on to grudges breeds bitterness and traps us in the past. Love chooses forgiveness, not pretending the hurt never happened, but releasing the debt. Forgiveness is a conscious decision to let go, to wipe the slate clean. It's not easy, especially when we've been deeply hurt. But holding on to wrongs only hurts us more. Love sees people as more than their worst moments. It offers the same grace we hope to receive. When we forgive, we free ourselves and others to move forward. Love tears up the ledger and chooses mercy. That's the path to peace and real relationship. Let's see these qualities in action. Imagine you're in a cooking class with friends. The kitchen is lively, everyone learning a tricky recipe. Group activities reveal our true hearts. Will we be patient, kind, humble, forgiving? Some friends are naturals, others struggle, some compete. Every interaction is a chance to choose love, sharing a utensil, encouraging a friend, or celebrating someone's success. The real goal isn't just a perfect dish. It's building stronger friendships. Love turns a simple class into a place where everyone feels valued. It's about supporting each other, not outshining. When we practice patience, kindness, and humility, we create memories that last. The kitchen becomes a laboratory for love. These moments show what really matters. Love is always the best ingredient. During the class, you notice a friend struggling with their sauce, frustration written on their face. You have a choice: ignore them, or step in with patience and kindness. Love pauses its own progress to help. You offer calm reassurance, not criticism. Hey, this part's tricky for everyone, let's try again together. Your support eases their anxiety and reminds them they're not alone. You show that friendship matters more than finishing first. This is love in action. Steady, gentle, generous. Your example shifts the group's focus from competition to support. Everyone feels safer, more connected. Patience and kindness lay the foundation for every healthy relationship. Whether in a kitchen or anywhere else, this is where love starts. Choose kindness and you change the whole atmosphere. As your dish comes together beautifully, the natural temptation might be to draw attention to it. The voice of pride might urge you to announce how well you have done, comparing your creation to others. But love does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. Instead, express gratitude. When complimented, respond with humility. Shift the focus from individual triumph to shared experience. This guards your heart against envy. Love allows you to genuinely admire and celebrate others' success. This choice to practice humility and celebration is a powerful act of love, communicating that your relationship is not a competition. It creates a space where everyone can feel free to shine. This is the heart of humility, essential for building deep connections. In group activities, tense moments are inevitable. Imagine a friend accidentally bumps into your station, spilling a key ingredient. You feel a flash of irritation. Love is not easily angered. Instead of reacting with temper, love chooses a calm response. Offer grace instead. This builds the relationship. It shows you value their feelings. This builds trust and deepens the bond of friendship. This extends beyond the cooking class. In daily life, we face frustrations. We have the choice to be easily angered or respond with patient calm. Choosing to let go of irritation brings more peace into our relationships and hearts. Imagine a friend who snapped at you approaches you after class looking remorseful. Now the principle of keeping no record of wrongs comes directly into play. Love keeps no record of wrongs. It chooses genuine forgiveness. Actively receive their apology and offer grace in return. You are affirming the relationship and wiping the slate clean completely. Remembering this principle, say, "I'm sorry too. Let's move past this." Forgiving them made our friendship stronger. This is the transformative power of forgiveness. It breaks the cycle of bitterness, allowing for healing. The willingness to forgive is key to long-lasting, healthy relationships. It is a profound act of strength that brings freedom to both the forgiver and the forgiven. How do we weave the ideas of love into our daily lives? It starts with small, intentional choices that build into a habit of love. Here are 3 simple steps you can start using today. First, practice patience. When you feel frustration, pause, take a breath, and remember that love waits calmly. Second, show kindness. Look for one small opportunity each day to do something good for someone else, without expecting anything in return. Finally, let go of wrongs. Love travels light. Choose to forgive, release bitterness, and wipe the slate clean. Practicing patience, showing kindness, and letting go of wrongs are a direct application of Scripture. Think of it as a toolkit for your heart. When facing a challenging interaction, you now have specific tools to help you build a better outcome. Imagine a coworker sends a rude email. Practice patience, show kindness, and choose to let it go. This is how Scripture becomes a dynamic tool for everyday interactions. It's about making one small, loving choice at a time. Each time you choose patience, kindness, and forgiveness, you are reflecting God's love into the world. You are turning Scripture into a living reality. That is a truly beautiful and powerful way to live. We've reflected on 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 and 5. We've journeyed into what it means to love, moving beyond feeling into active choice. These ancient words provide a blueprint for our modern lives. Love is built on patience and kindness, allowing relationships to weather any storm. It calls us to a higher standard, valuing those in our path. True love has no room for envy, boasting, or pride, but celebrates the well-being of others. This allows us to build authentic connections where everyone feels safe. It's about creating a community of encouragement where we lift each other up. Love expresses itself through respect and a calm, selfless spirit. It honors others, is not self-seeking, and is not easily provoked. Love keeps no record of wrongs, embracing the power of forgiveness. These qualities transform our daily interactions, reflecting God's love. It's about becoming more loving, one intentional choice at a time. I hope this exploration has inspired you to be doers of the word. If anything we've talked about has touched your heart, hold on to it. Let it take root in your spirit. Share this message with someone you love. Subscribe for more encouraging content. Share your stories in the comments below. Let's bring the Bible into our lives as a guide toward a more abundant existence. Put love into action in a fresh new way. May God bless you and keep you in His perfect love. See you soon.